Hey everybody, it's Daniel. Today we're going to talk about hace tiempo, a way of talking about the past in Spanish. I recently got a message from Bob in the USA. Bob made a donation to the channel and wrote me a nice message. He used an expression in it. He didn't actually ask about Spanish grammar or anything, but he mentioned that he studied Spanish hace 55 años. He just put that in Spanish in his message, which the rest of it was in English. And I thought, oh, that's cool. That's an interesting expression that I should make a video about. So thank you, Bob, for the donation. If you would like to make a donation, you people who are not Bob would like to make a donation, please go to expatmadrid.com/donate. I appreciate it. Any amount helps and helps me to make new videos for free here on YouTube. Anyway, the expression hace tiempo is used to talk about what in English we say ago. If I want to say 5 years ago, in Spanish, I say hace 5 años. The order is very important here because in English, the ago goes after the period of time. In Spanish, hace 5 años, in that order. That's how you say it. So let's talk about hace tiempo in Spanish. First of all, the past is a big topic. I would love to, sit down with each and every one of you personally for 3.5 hours to explain the past. But really, there are multiple past tenses. There are multiple types of verbs, AR verbs, ER verbs, and IR verbs, both regular and irregular. So it ends up being a big topic. I'm going to give some examples of the past today. It's all going to be a single past tense, a single verb tense. It's all going to be the I conjugation. So you're going to get some ways to talk about I did something in the past. Otherwise, it would just get to be a very long topic, and I'll do it someday, but today is not the day. Also, worth mentioning that hace sounds like it should be a form of hacer, which is the verb to do. I don't know if this is actually considered to be a verb, hacer. It's an impersonal form of the verb. If it is, it's not saying that anybody did anything. It's just, let's just consider it a word we use to introduce the idea of ago with the past. So, like I was saying, 5 years ago, hace 5 años. 5 minutes ago, hace 5 minutos. 5 days ago, hace 5 días. 5 months ago, hace 5 meses. You see where I'm going with this. We can use any period of time. Also, like more ambiguous periods of time, hace mucho tiempo. A long time ago. Hace poco. A little while ago. Not specifically any period of time, but hace poco. A little while ago. So all of those are possible with hace. Let's do some specific sentences so you get a good idea of how we use it. Vi a María hace 10 minutos. I saw Maria 10 minutes ago. Vi is the past of the verb ver, which is to see. Vi a María hace 10 minutos. When the object of a verb is a person, we use a. It's the personal a. I don't know any more details than that. I learned about it in 10th grade or something. So, vi a María hace 10 minutos. I saw Maria 10 minutes ago. Comí hace una hora. I ate an hour ago. Here in Spain, the verb comer is specifically to have lunch. La comida de mediodía, the midday meal, possibly. So, comí hace una hora. I had lunch an hour ago. We don't generally use comer to mean any meal because for any meal, you have a name for every meal. Desayuné hace 2 horas. I had breakfast 2 hours ago. Cené hace 3 horas. I had dinner 3 hours ago. Merendé hace 4 horas. I don't know, we're just going nuts here. Merendé hace 4 horas. I had a mid-afternoon snack. Um, yes, Spanish. Merienda, mid-afternoon snack. Merendar is the verb. All of this is absolutely fine. Just talking about hace with the period of time. Me fui a Valencia hace un mes. I went to Valencia a month ago. Me fui a Valencia hace un mes. The pronunciation of the V and the B in Spanish is kind of a thing. I always learned to pronounce the V and the B the same. This might be regional a little bit, but I don't know. In the old script that you can see, if something was written in the 1600s or whatever, the V and the B look exactly the same in this sort of calligraphy that you would do with a fountain pen. So I believe there's historical reasons why they might be the same sound in Spanish. Anyway, me fui a Valencia hace un mes. Another way that people clarify B de burro or V de vaca. This happens all the time if I'm like on the phone with somebody and I have to explain something and spelling is involved. Or if you have any sort of ambiguous word, somebody might just ask you, con B de burro or con V de vaca? And you would just tell them, is it the B? It doesn't make any sense in English, B from donkey and V from cow. But since, everybody knows how to spell burro and vaca, even though the sound is similar, the sound of the V and the B is similar, people will clarify it with those words. B de burro, V de vaca. Conocí a Pedro hace 5 años. I met Pedro 5 years ago. Okay, here I wrote down this example. I didn't think about it, but conocer is to know if you use it in the present. But if you use it in past simple like this, in pretérito imperfecto like this, it is to meet someone. The idea is, you meet someone once and then you know them throughout a period of time, but the concept is the same in Spanish. So, conocí a Pedro hace 5 años. I used to say conocí por primera vez, but that's not even correct. You don't need to say I met somebody for the first time in Spanish. I met somebody, conocí a alguien, because meeting somebody, if you already know them, is a different verb again. Long story. We would use quedar for that. I might have a video about quedar. I'll try to put it up here if I do. Compré estos zapatos hace 10 días. I bought these shoes 10 days ago. I don't know why we're talking about it, but compré estos zapatos hace 10 días. Yeah, not much to say about that. The verb comprar, yo compré in past. Me mudé a Barcelona hace 6 meses. I moved to Barcelona 6 months ago. Me mudé a Barcelona hace 6 meses. And let's do a couple of non-specific ones to finish up. Tomé un café hace poco. I had a coffee a little while ago. Tomé un café hace poco. You could say also, me tomé un café hace poco. The me there gives an idea of I benefited from it and enjoyed it or something. But yeah, tomé un café hace poco. Hace poco is the point here. It was a little bit ago, not long ago. Finally, viajé a México hace muchos años. I traveled to Mexico many years ago. Viajé a México hace muchos años. Viajar in infinitive. Yo viajé en pasado. Viajé a México hace muchos años. Listen to the pronunciation there. Viajé with kind of a ch sound. You don't have to do that, but that's more authentic here in Spain than not doing it. I think in South America they just use a normal sort of H sound. Viajé. Without involving these soft tissues in the back of your throat. Well, you're involving them, but less. So viaje a Mexico, also here in Spain, we say Mexico. It's the old school spelling with the X is still around. Sometimes in Spanish, in Spain Spanish, you see Mexico spelled with the J instead of the X. I don't know, I'm sure there's a story, but Mexico is the pronunciation. So, viajé a México hace muchos años. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I owe you a video about hay que for obligation. I also would like to do some questions about, how long ago did you do something? But that looks like it's going to be another complicated topic, which I should do another day. Don't want to give you too much to scare you or bore you excessively today. Thank you very much to Bob again for the donation. If you would like to donate, head on over to expatmadrid.com/donate. You can choose any amount you would like, and it all helps. I do this for free as sort of a passion project because I like Spanish and, I like reaching people like this. But it does take time, and I appreciate any sort of help you can give. Other than that, I've got books on Amazon for people learning English. If anyone in your life is learning English, just look for me by name on there, Daniel Welsh. You can also head past expatmadrid.com to read about Spanish life. I've got a lot of stuff about Spanish life that, is not a video, but I write blog posts. I'm mostly a writer, actually, more than a YouTuber. I also have a podcast. It's called Spain to Go. All of the episodes of the podcast are now here on YouTube. There are 68, I believe, episodes, so you can listen to that for, information about Spain. Some of the blog posts are also podcast episodes. Some are not. It varies. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching, and hasta la próxima. Bye.